I've been leading people in my business for over 10 years now. I'm going to share one of the greatest tools in the next couple minutes here. When I'm working inside of other people's businesses, I notice again and again that there's oftentimes a problem with the leader externalizing what they want done to the assistant or to the graphic designer or whoever it is that they're delegating to. And it often falls apart in one of three areas. Number one, the leader isn't clear about the vision of what they want done. Number two, they're not clear about the resources required. Or number three, they're not clear about what success looks like ultimately. Let's talk about each of those three very quickly. Vision. What is it that I want done? Why are we doing it? What's the timeline? What are the milestones? And what's a sample of success? Resources, the second category, is really crucial because every time your teammate has to stop to ask you for login information or for authority or for some training on how to do something, they literally have to stop the task, interrupt what they're doing, interrupt what you're doing, and it slows everybody down. The third area is definition of done. And that's being very clear about this is what we know needs to happen for this to be considered complete. Does a client have to sign off on something? Do you, the entrepreneur, as their leader, have to sign off on something? Do we have to store files somewhere or equipment somewhere? What does definition of done look like? Part of that growth curve literally is to learn how to externalize what it is that you see in your head. When we're working alone, we have access to all the resources, or we know where to get them. We know what success looks like. We've probably done the task many times before, so we don't need to be reminded of what success looks like. As soon as we bring somebody else into the fold, though, now suddenly that person's starting at square one. Right? They need some explicit clarity on what the vision, the resources, and the definition of done looks like. I find a lot of entrepreneurs are surprised at how far they do need to kind of slow down and back up and handhold along the way. If you're not willing to do that, then it may not be a good time to get an assistant or to get somebody else on your team to help you, because it is a necessary part of the process when you bring somebody on, is to bring them up to speed and to make it a priority to coach them, to lead them, to handhold, so that they can see the vision that you see, so they have access to the resources they need, and so that they can confidently cross that definition of done to get the job done for you. And I'll tell you, if you do make that investment, goodness gracious, it is like a whole new world. You can pass off so much work. Other people can help you super effectively. They can get it done the right time, and you get to focus on the top 80%, the work that really is your zone of genius. So even though it seems like a drag in the first little bit to have to externalize and really slow down and be very explicit and deliberate and specific about the vision, resources, definition of done, I'm telling you, it is so worth it. It's changed my life in so many incredible ways. So because I spend a lot of time helping entrepreneurs to delegate work, both through our business Great Assistant and also through the private consulting that I do, that's how I discovered this issue with vision, resources, definition of done. And it's why I invented a tool called 360 Delegation. You can learn more about 360 Delegation. There's a free blog post that we have on the Profit Factory website. Just head over to profitfactory.com/360 Delegation. So that's the number 3, the number 6, the number 0, and then the word delegation. It's not only a great tool for you, it's a great tool for you to hand off to your assistant or whoever that you're delegating to. Maybe it's a fellow teammate, because now when they're asking for something from you, they can also be complete. Likewise, when you're delegating to them, they can also run through that checklist to remind you, oh, hey, you didn't mention what resources would be required, or whatever the case may be. So head on over to profitfactory.com/360 Delegation. There's a free blog post there. As the leader entrepreneur, as soon as I started using it in my own business after I invented 360 Delegation, my life just got so much better. I think that, life is too short to be struggling unnecessarily. So let's find some speed, some ease, some flow for ourselves and for the people that we're working with.